Pleased to say the least. We've just heading back home now with the van. Drives like an absolute dream. Really looking forward to getting my racking done and everything now, because yeah, it's such a headache to just keep changing the equipment out of the van every day. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this all sorted out and changed over, but that's going to take a bit of work in itself, just changing bits over. Right, today is Saturday and I have the task of racking out the new van, because I cannot allow it to be like the old one. But as you'll see where I've had the stupid Hoover in here rolling around. The thing has fallen upside down and spilt out all inside the new van. So get this out. I'm gonna go and get some plywood now, get this cleaned out, and then we'll begin. Okay, so have the plywood ready to go. Now it's just a case of figuring out how I want to do this. My plan is I'm going to use these platforms here that over the wheel arches, and that's going to be my base, my false floor coming along. That'll allow me to get ladders underneath, my pipe benders, etc., and then the tools will be stored on top. And I've got two sort of set of shelving racks that will go either side, hopefully then. This is all being made from scratch, so I'm hoping it'll work. So I'll get all this emptied out now, get it cleaned out after that, and we'll make a start. Okay, so what I'm looking at doing is I'm going to put a sheet of ply just in this back area as like a base. I'm going to stick it down. I'm not going to drill through the floor. I'm going to use sticks like shit. I'm going to stick it down, and that'll give me a base then to screw anything I need to screw into the base. I'm probably going to, like I say, this will be the top part of my shelf. But what I do need to be careful of is, if I do that, is the height wise for my racking that I've bought. Find that out. Safety first, of course. Get the old goggles on now. Obviously, I'm not a carpenter, not a chippy. But the issue I'm going to have here is I've got two benches. Once I cut through here, it's just gonna fall in. So I'm going to cut so far through. Then I'm going to put one of those timber lengths in just to support it, just so that when I do the final cut, it doesn't fall through. So here goes. Now you'll see I've cut so far through. What I'm going to do now is just put one of these timbers from here to that edge of the bench, and then once I've gone past that side of the bench, I'll put another piece of timber and then do the final cut, and then hopefully that should allow me to cut right the way through without this falling down and in. Now, what I'm going to be using here is Bosch flapper disc to just smooth off the edges. I'll just show you. So it's just like a rough sandpaper on the edges that will go on my angle grinder, just allow me to smooth off the edges of the plywood. You see, by smoothing these edges off will help protect it and basically stop the edges from splitting apart, because by rounding them it's kind of moulding those edges, whereas if you just leave it square, they can over time then start to split. I am going to be putting some oil on it as well to keep it moisture resistant. So yeah, and trying to give it every best possible chance I can to longevity once it's installed, because I don't have to be doing this again. It's a bit of a headache. So this is the Danish oil that I'm using. It's just a clear one. It's not really gonna make a difference in the colour of the wood, but it does say it helps it to become water resistant, just to stop the moisture from getting into the wood. So I've probably cut it a bit too tight. I'm just wondering if it's going to make a difference. No, I'm going to have to cut a piece off. Damn it. So I've just put some sticks like shit down now, and this board will come down and hopefully won't be coming back out again. So I've made the dividing wall now that is going to go here. I've put some feet on to be able to screw down. I'll show you in just a moment. So now you get the general gist. So we've got the feet on there which will screw down to the base. Then the height that I've cut this should tally up with the height of the two wheel arches to allow me to cut and put a piece right across there, and that will then give that piece stability. So let's get that screwed in now into the position I want it and see where we go next. It's starting to get a little dark now, it's starting to get a little bit late in the day. I honestly thought I would have had more finish than this. The top board is about to go on, as you can see here. I've put some braces across simply because the gap is quite wide, so even with 18mm thick ply, by the time I put some tool bags on top or something, it might start to make the board bow. So put some braces across just to help support it once this top board is on. I'm going to get this on now, get it screwed down, and then hopefully that'll be all I can do today. So stick around for part 2 when you can get to see us finish off this racking system of the van. Okay, day 2, and what I've been getting up to is I've now put some of this rubber mat in here down. I've stuck one half, the other half is going to get stuck with some contact adhesive. Now this should give a nice surface for the tools, my tool bags and everything to sit on. So hopefully it'll give it a bit more grip so that the my tool bags can't slide around everywhere. Okay, so next up, you see in the background here, the shelving has been put together. Bought this from Amazon for I think it's £120. Really good quality. We've got 2 others on Harry's van, so I decided rather than use the metal racking from the old van, that I would get 2 of these, as I think the storage is a little bit better in these. So I'm going to get this, get some Danish oil put on this now to protect it. It should make it last a hell of a lot longer. But yeah, this is well worth, really cheap compared to, if you were to say go to these companies that would build all this racking for you at a fraction of the price. So there you go, we've got 3 drawers as well. Just need 2 pretty deep drawers, pretty good for storage. Throw in some little box of tools or something like that, and of course I'm going to have the identical on this side as well. Probably not going to do that today, but in terms of storage for all the fittings and bits that I need, this will be plenty. Now what I've also bought is this U-channel rubber trim, which I am going to put over the edge of this plywood, which will just protect the edge of the plywood and obviously give it a better finish. She writes down cities on her wrist and dreams she'll never keep. I sip my coffee, miss my cue, still anchored by my feet. But time rolls on like open doors, and soon she